Oh, Brenda, are you there? How long has it been since we last talked? Like 6 months or something, right? Hold on. Felicia? Is that you? Ugh. What is it? What do you want? You know that I don't even want to be talking to you, right? You've got a lot of nerve messaging me. But I'm not really surprised that you really haven't seemed to change at all. You always were awful. Hey, no! What kind of way is that to talk to me? I mean, I take the effort to message you like this, and that is what you have to say to me? I thought we were friends, right? I mean, we grew up together. I mean, we even shared the same man at one point, so I don't get why you have to be so mean to me. We didn't share anything. You just cheated with my man behind my back. How dare you try and paint it any other way? Oh, well, potato, potato. Oh, wait. I guess that doesn't really work over text. Just tell me what you want already. If you just messaged me to catch up, then I'll be putting my phone down now. I just think that you should know that I am more than happy to be single now and am greatly enjoying my life. I'm even doing great with my career as well. I should be up for a promotion soon, in fact. I don't really ever remember asking about your life, but good for you, I guess. Ugh, why do I even bother? Yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Wait, you can't go yet. I still have something that I need to talk to you about. What is it? What do you want? I just wanted you to know that Eric and I are finally going to be getting married. Great. And why do you think I'd care about that at all? Well, you should care about it because the new house that we are going to be living in together costs upwards of $1 million and even has a pool. Hold on, don't tell me that you're going to buy that new big house on top of the hill in town. So you've had your eye on that place? I'm not surprised. It really is amazing. But unfortunately for you, Eric and I have already sealed the deal on it, so that mansion is all ours. Not only did I steal your husband, but I even stole your dream house. You may think that your life is nice, but I'm the one living in luxury now. I take it that you had to buy that house with a loan, though, right? What? Oh, no. Don't tell me that you didn't know. Did you really have no idea that Eric's parents are hugely wealthy venture capitalists? When you sued us for the affair, they were the ones who paid for us both in one go. I didn't even wince when I heard the amount since I knew that I wouldn't be paying it. And when I told Eric how badly I wanted that amazing house, he said that his dad would buy it for us, no problem. Oh, I see. Is that what happened? Well, good for you. Or rather, it would be. I'm sure you won't believe me when I say this, but it sounds to me like you and Eric have some talking to do, because I have no idea why he would say something like that to you. I seriously have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, well, that much is obvious. Anyway, I'm going now. See you. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous. I know that Eric's parents are rich because he told me so, and that's enough. You just can't accept that my life is going to be better than yours. Good luck with your probably fake promotion. Too bad you had to lose a great guy like Eric to get it. It must suck to have to work to live. I'm glad that I'll never have to do something like that again. You major loser. Well, don't worry. I'll make sure to live a life that is more than full enough for the both of us. We'll move into our new place on the 1st of the next month. I'll be sure to brag about my life again to you then, so I look forward to it. Brenda, are you there? I was just curious as to what these screenshots that you sent me this morning were all about. Those are the messages that Felicia sent me yesterday, if you can believe it. So, she is going to be buying and moving into that nice new house that was built up on top of the hill? That's what she was saying anyways. Oh my. Well, that girl has really just never changed now, has she? She really hasn't, but it doesn't seem like she's going to get off my case about this at all. I was wondering if you could show those texts to Grandpa, though. I think he'll know what to do about this. I see. You're probably right. Okay, I'll do that then. Hey there, loser. I just thought of something else that I meant to talk to you about. Where are your parents living these days? I remember that up until we were in 3rd grade or something that we lived on the same floor of that same apartment building, but then you moved, didn't you? Now that I think about it, I can't seem to recall you ever telling me where you moved to after that. I remember when we met again in college, you said that you had moved out of your parents' place and were living on your own, right? So if that's the case, where did your parents end up? It's you again. I was hoping that I'd heard the last of you for at least a little while longer. Just answer the question and tell me where your parents are living. And just why should I do that, huh? What makes you think I want to tell you? Come on, I want to know. Just tell me where they're living, unless their house is such a hole that you're actually embarrassed to even tell me. Actually, I just don't want to tell you because I don't have to and I don't want to. But if you're really curious about where they're living, then you should ask Eric. He's always walking by it, so he would know. I see. I got it. I knew that I should have come to you to find out about this. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why me? Well, I figured that it was only a matter of time until you brought up Eric again. Yeah, I guess I did bring him up, didn't I? Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to tell you where my parents are living. I knew it! They must be living in some tiny little shack somewhere. I knew there was something weird about you moving halfway through the school year. I bet your parents probably lost their jobs and you all had to move into some podunk little house in the country. That's probably what happened, isn't it? Not even close. Actually, my dad had to transfer to a new office in his work, and because of things going on in his company, the decision came down last minute and we all had to move right away. That is probably just what your dad told you so that you wouldn't worry about what was happening. But man, who would guess that even though we started so close to each other when we were kids, that my life would have gotten so much better than yours now that we're adults. Oh man. Okay. Well, you just made my day just by being so poor. And by the way, Eric and I are finally going to move into our new place this weekend. Oh right, that mansion on the hill. About that place, there is something that you should know. What are you talking about? What should I know? Well, have you ever even set a foot inside that house? Of course I haven't. I wanted it to be a big surprise, so I left it all to Eric. I just want the amazingness of that new place to blow me away when I take my first steps inside. I told him that I didn't want to know a single detail about it. Well, you might end up regretting that. As if. That isn't going to happen. Anyway, talk to you later. Hey, loser, are you there? What is going on here? The new place that Eric and I were supposed to move into, our magnificent $1 million mansion with the pool, it's just ruins. Oh, sorry. What is all of this about now? I want answers. I want to know what happened. I mean, this place is a dump. Everything is falling apart. It looks more like a ghost house than it does a mansion. I take it you've arrived at the house on the hill, right? The one with the do not enter tape wrapped all around it? That one, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. Why are there construction workers all over the place? They were asking me if I was the idiot who kept insisting on living there. They said they were surprised that I even turned up. Right, that makes sense. I take it my grandpa probably told them all about you. So, you know about all of this? But why didn't you tell me? You should have warned me. Before we get into that, you should know that that house on the hill has sat empty for about 20 years and was recently bought and slated for deconstruction. Wait, you mean these people are going to be tearing this place down? That's right. And the new owners of the land are going to be building a new apartment building there. What are you talking about? We're the ones who bought it. I am sure that that is what you thought this whole time, yeah. And just what makes you an expert about this house, huh? What do you know? I know about it because my grandfather bought the land last month and is the rightful owner of the land. Wait, what do you mean? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Why would I be lying about this? He bought the land and it's his, and he's building an apartment building there. I don't believe this. This is just too much. Yeah, I thought it was really weird when you came to me saying that you were going to be living there. I remember talking to Eric about that land once, and he joked about being able to sell that house for $1 million if it was fixed up. I'm guessing that's where you got the price from, right? Hold on. I need to call Eric. We have some serious talking to do right now. I don't believe this. This is outrageous. Oh no, Felicia, what happened? Is everything okay? You sneaky little rat. You asked your grandfather to buy that land as soon as I told you that I wanted to live there, didn't you? Eric basically said as much. I thought he was just making typos when he was talking about his dad. His dad? Well, maybe it was a typo because he surely must have been talking about his ex-father-in-law. Quite the typo. Well, I thought it made sense. I thought what he was talking about is that his dad must be really rich. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Right. Well, as far as I know, Eric's dad just works a normal job and lives comfortably, but isn't extravagant by any means. What are you talking about? I guess you really screwed up here. You must have completely misunderstood what he was saying to think that his family was some kind of fabulously wealthy venture capitalists. I guess that's what must have happened. I don't believe it. Now that you mention it, I think that Eric thought that it was my family who was rich and that they were the ones handling the purchase. We both thought that the other was buying the house. The only thing that we were sure of was that we were moving into the house today. Well, then I suppose that you two can really only blame yourselves for what's happened. You both just really thought this house was going to fall right into your lap without even bothering to check on how it was or if the buying was going smoothly? I don't even know what to say. That really seems like that's what's happened here. Wow. Well, that is like a plot out of some silly webtoon or something. This isn't a joke. This is real life. Well, then I guess that solves that, though, doesn't it? I suppose we really don't have anything else to talk about, then. Wait, you can't go! Where are the two of us supposed to live now? What do you mean? Why are you asking me that? Well, we already moved out of our place and canceled our contract with it. Then, because we each thought that each other's parents were going to buy the house, when we tried calling them, they each told us that we had been cut off ever since I broke up your marriage. We had completely forgotten about that. They hung up on us both right there. You mean you really forgot that you had been disinherited? They even told us that we couldn't go live with them when we told them that we didn't have anywhere else to go. I don't know what to say. Wow. Well, that is just... Yeah, you guys are dumb, but this is really not my business anymore. What do you mean? How can you say something like that? Do you think it's funny or something? You can't just kick someone while they're down like this. Besides, this whole thing is your fault. If you knew the truth, then you should have told me. You knew that this was going to happen, and yet you just sat back and watched it all. You're sick. You're so evil for wanting this to happen. I mean, first of all, I tried to warn you time and time again that you needed to check with Eric, but you two were so stupid that you didn't even bother asking each other if the other had actually even bought the house. You two got yourselves into this mess, so you two have to get yourselves out of it. Are you kidding me? You're just going to abandon us in a pickle like that? I'm not abandoning you because I was never on your side in the first place. Are you serious? How could you be so cruel? Call it what you want, but I am going now. I don't want anything to do with you or Eric ever again. Do you understand me? You two are just walking train wrecks, and I don't want you causing any chaos in my life. Wait, no, please don't leave, please. We really need your help. You can't go. Brenda, what happened? We used to be friends. You have to do something. You have to fix this. We're begging you not to leave us like this. It wasn't long after that when the moving company that Felicia and Eric hired started calling about who was going to pay the bill. Thinking that the other was going to handle the move, they had each blown through their savings and had nothing to give. In the end, they couldn't pay and also had to sleep outside that night. The divorce didn't follow long after that. After that, I heard that they went their separate ways. Except, for whatever reason, they both thought to try showing up at my house begging for a place to stay. They ended up arriving right around the same time and got into a huge fight on my lawn. They began unpacking their bags to throw their belongings at each other and made a huge mess. I told them both I was going to call the police and they ran off, never to be seen again.
Felicity, I just got to the hotel. It's surprisingly nice for a place that work prepared for me.
Did you have to go tonight? You could have gone in the morning. I'm sad that you're gone, Keaton.
But the meeting's early tomorrow. If I oversleep or get lost, I'd be late. It's safer to stay the night, instead of rushing there in the morning.
I get that, but I feel lonely being alone for the night. It's sad to have a double bed to yourself.
I get that, but you gotta understand, this is my job. You're a mother now, but you're still craving affection, as always.
That doesn't matter. Being a mother doesn't change my personal needs.
If you're so lonely, why don't you sleep together with Sana? Your daughter should be able to ease your loneliness a little.
But she's always such a crazy sleeper. She'll take my covers. And when she's sleeping, she kicks. Pretty hard, too.
That's true. Sleeping together with Sana is pretty dangerous. She's 10 now, so she's getting stronger. I took a nap next to her the other day, and she punched me in the face.
I'll just suck it up and sleep alone. Just come home as soon as you can, okay? You'll be back in a week at most, right?
Yeah. Let me know if anything happens.
Will you come back if anything does happen?
Of course.
Yay.
It'll be around a 4-hour drive. But if you need me, don't hesitate to contact me. Just be a good girl while I'm gone.
Don't treat me like a kid. You don't need to tell me, I'll be good.
That's great. This week is Sana's open house at school, right?
Yup, I'm looking forward to it.
I wanted to see how she's doing at school firsthand, too. I wish this business trip didn't clash with the open house.
It can't be helped if it's for work. Just leave it to me. I'll go see how she's doing at school on your behalf.
I'm glad. Then I'll leave it to you.
Oh, I'd better go buy new clothes for the open house. If I'm not dressed right, I'll embarrass Sana. Oh, I need to go to the salon, too.
Looks like you're really getting into this. But is it really the kind of occasion that needs new clothes?
I need to put in effort for any school event that involves parents. I could end up making Sana feel ashamed of me based on what I wear. So I'd better prepare properly.
I see. Then I'll leave everything to do with the open house to you.
You can count on me. I'll let you know how it goes. Have a good business trip, Keaton. Hi, Dad. You must be still asleep, sorry.
What's up? It's still so early. It's a bit early for school. Why don't you sleep a little more?
Mom's not home yet. What should I do? I'm sick of being home alone.
Not home yet? Mom went out somewhere?
2 days ago. She said she was going out, but she hasn't been back since.
2 days ago? Really?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I'm sorry.
Well, she might have gotten into an accident wherever she went to. It's weird for her to not come home after so long.
But Mom said she'd be gone for around 2 days.
Huh? Wow. Really? Mom really said that?
She did. But it's almost 3 days now, so I texted you, Dad.
Wait a sec. Where did Mom say she was going?
I don't know. She dressed up nice and took a big bag with her, so probably a vacation or something?
She left you and went on vacation? Are you serious?
Since you've been away on business, Mom's been out all the time. She's not home much, so I've been alone most of the time.
I can't believe Mom was doing this behind my back.
Mom told me not to tell you about her being out so often. She said she was going to punish me if I speak.
What kind of punishment? She didn't hit you, did she?
Yeah, she hits me with a belt.
Oh, no. Has she punished you like that before?
Lots of times. If I'm not a good girl, Mom punishes me while you're gone. She said not to tell you about her vacation either. She warned me that if I told you, I'd be separated from you, and I'd never see you again. Is it true that I can't see you anymore because I told you?
Not at all. Don't worry. We won't have to live separately. I'll always be by your side, Sana.
Today's open house at school. Mom's probably not coming, is she?
Oh, that's right. Today is open house. Then I'll go.
But you're working, right? You can't come home until you're finished with work, can you?
The most important work was already finished yesterday. I can leave the rest to other people, so I'll come home. What time do I need to be there for the open house?
5th period, after lunch.
I should just be able to make it. I'll get there as soon as I can, so just hop on the bus and go to school as normal. Got it?
Okay. I have a presentation today at open house. I worked hard on it, so make sure you watch it, Dad.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
I was actually going to listen to Mom and not tell you about her being gone.
Right.
But yesterday night, when I was preparing for my presentation, I got sad. I felt bad that even if I prepare, you and Mom wouldn't be there to hear my presentation. I couldn't hold it in anymore, so I told you everything, Dad. I'm sorry.
I see now. You don't need to apologize for a thing, Sana. You did nothing wrong. I'm the one who should be apologizing for not noticing what you were going through earlier. I'll be there for your presentation.
Yeah, I'll be waiting at school. It's a promise. Hope you had a good day at work. I just came back from Sana's open house. Oh, she was listening intently to the teacher, and she put her hand up to answer questions. That's our daughter for you. Oh, I wish you could have come to open house, too.
I did go, though.
Huh?
Well, what do you know? I wish you could have come to open house, too. It was pretty good.
What do you mean?
I heard the situation from Sana. I left my business trip early to go to the open house. You're still on vacation, right? Where are you?
What are you talking about? I wouldn't leave our 10-year-old daughter to go on vacation. What did Sana tell you exactly?
You're right. Normal people wouldn't do such a thing. But the fact is that you have. If I'm wrong, Let's Skype. Show me where you are right now.
Oh, I can't. My battery's about to go.
Then you admit your guilt?
No, you've got this wrong.
It's suspicious that you're not trying to prove me wrong after being accused like this. So you can't prove me wrong, can you? I know already, so you can't excuse yourself out of this one.
Fine. Why did Sana have to blab about everything? It's all gone wrong because of her.
Don't make this Sana's fault. She was afraid of you getting back at her if she told me, but she still did. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing what you put her through all this time.
What did I put her through then? What is it that you think I did?
While I was away on business, you left Sana to go out and have fun, didn't you? I heard from her that you regularly hit her with a belt as well. I confirmed this by checking the bruises on her body.
Those were just bruises. They'll heal. I had to discipline her because she wouldn't listen to me.
This was clearly way beyond just disciplining. It was all parts of her body hidden by clothes, too. Nobody noticed the bruises on her body all this time. She must have suffered so much, poor thing. And on top of that, you left a kid alone at home for 3 days? What is wrong with you?
I had to go on this vacation. I couldn't refuse because I got invited by a high school friend I hadn't seen in ages. I wasn't sure when we could meet next if we missed this opportunity. Sana's at the age where she can stay at home alone.
So you thought you would leave her for 3 days? And how do you explain the open house? You said I could count on you for that so many times. You told Sana to pretend that you did go, didn't you? What a dirty trick.
But my friend invited me. Oh, I really wanted to go.
Those weren't the only things that shocked me. There's one more thing Sana told me.
One more thing?
The kids all did a presentation for open house. Sana's one was a masterpiece.
Huh? What do you mean?
The title was My Mother.
She spoke about me?
She said about how you hit her with a belt when you're in a bad mood. Also that you left her to go on vacation. She spoke in a great deal of detail about what kind of person you truly are.
What? She spoke about things like that? In front of everyone?
And another thing, in the presentation, she said that you were having an affair. This vacation of yours is with your affair partner, isn't it?
Sana's just making up stories. I'm not having an affair. I always tell you that I only have eyes for you, Keaton. I told you how sad I was about you leaving for your business trip.
Now I can see that all that was an act. You were just playing the good wife so you wouldn't get caught in your affair. I've been told you even brought another man into the house when Sana was around. Of course, with threats to punish her if she told anyone.
Did she say that in her presentation too?
Shall I tell you how the people in the classroom reacted when Sana gave her presentation? It went dead silent in there. Some parents were even crying. I almost cried too, from the shock and the humiliation. I didn't think that my beloved wife was also cheating on me. Everything I learned today overwhelmed me. If another student's dad didn't rub my back, I would have cried for sure.
I can't believe she spoke about our family affairs publicly. That's awful.
You're the one who's awful here. After Sana finished her presentation, the whole classroom broke out into loud applause. I thought some kids might be mean to her about her mother having an affair, but you could feel the whole class support for her. On the other hand, they all realized that you're the worst, Felicity.
No way. A lot of her classmates are our neighbors. Oh, they're going to be so cold to me from now on. How can I even live in the neighborhood from now on?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. You can't live here from now on anyway.
Why not?
You're going to have to leave the house. I can't live with a wife who hurts my daughter.
Don't decide that for yourself. What about my wishes?
Don't think that I'll take your wishes into account anymore. I'm prepared to fight you tooth and nail after talking to CPS and hiring a lawyer. I'll be fighting for 100% custody, child support, and I'll even sue you for emotional damages. You'd better prepare yourself.
But we were such a good couple that others envied us. Oh, let's not argue, come on.
All that was built on a lie, though. You were doing so much behind my back. Anyway, this isn't an argument. It's a legalized negotiation. But one where you don't have a single bit of leverage over me. How was school, Sana?
Everyone was gentler to me than usual. The principal came to see me and said that I can talk to her about my problems anytime.
Right. I'm glad everyone at school is so kind.
Is Mom still not coming home? I wonder where she is.
She probably can't come home because she's scared of me. I'm so mad at Mom at the moment.
I wonder if she went to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
She probably did. Maybe she thought that if it's her own mom and dad, they'll help her.
But I did make Grandpa promise. If Mom visits, he should tell her off and make her feel bad. Grandpa said that he could count on me for that.
I did tell Grandpa everything that Mom did. He was really angry with Mom, so I think he'll keep his promise with you.
Mom's really in trouble with Grandpa now.
I guess so. Sana, are you all right without Mom around?
Yeah. Because she won't lie to you or hit me anymore.
Right. I'm sorry I didn't notice all of this sooner.
I'm sorry for lying all this time too, Dad.
Don't worry about that. You should come home early because I'm making your favorite tonight. Chicken and fries.
Really? Yay! Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I was so happy when you came to the open house. I love you forever, Dad.
After that, it seems like Felicity headed to her parents' house. But as soon as she arrived, she got an earful from her parents, who heard the whole situation from me and Sana. I guess Sana's grandfather kept his promise and gave Felicity a hard time. Shortly after that, we got divorced. I got sole custody of Sana, so now we're enjoying life with just us two. My ex-wife is being watched closely by her parents, while she works night and day to pay her child support and emotional damages. Maybe her new lifestyle was tough, because she tried to text us and get back into our lives. But after we both ignored her, she settled down again. After we started our new lives, Sana was humming cheerily as she packed her mother's belongings in the corner of the room. I asked her what she was doing. She told me that there was no need for them now that her mother was gone. She was sorting through Felicity's belongings with a joyous smile on her face. Part of me felt rage towards my ex-wife for mistreating Sana so badly that she felt this way. But I also felt ashamed of myself for not seeing it all sooner. From now on, I want to make sure my daughter will never go through anything like this again. I want to give her enough love to make up for her lost mother.